Matt Lawton from the Daily Mail, Roberto. Obviously, in Munich events, there was a story that sort of overtook that night. But on that night...
Which story?
On that night, what was kind of forgotten was that that was a difficult game for you. And was that an indication that you've still got an awful lot to learn in Europe, that the way that you set your team up against Bayern Munich, the way they took you apart, really?
No, I think that we need to learn, because it's the second game that we play in Champions League. This is normal, but I think that we need only one victory. If we tomorrow, that I think that will be hard. If we beat Villarreal, I think that everything can change for us in the group. In Munich, you know that when you play against Bayern Munich in Munich, you can lose the game, because Bayern Munich is a strong team. They play better than us. They deserve to win.
Roberto, you talk about the group changing if you get a win. Are these back-to-back games against Villarreal the opportunity now? You have to get maybe 6 or 4 points from these two games.
Before we should start, that we should do 3 points. This is very important. Villarreal is a good team. They used to play Champions League for many years, in the last 10 years, and it will be hard because they play football very well. But for us, it's really important. I think that it's not important if we will play well or not well. It's important that we win this game. And I think that if we win this game, maybe after, depending on the result that come from Munich and Naples. But after, I think that we can, if we win, we can win also the group. It's possible. We have a chance, I think.
Roberto, just a quick one from me. Well, last time we sat here in this tent, we talked about Naples and we talked about the first game for Manchester City in the Champions League. There was excitement, nerves. Does it help that this is just perhaps another game, a second game, that all that is now out of the road?
Yeah, sure. But you know, the second game was in Munich. The first game maybe we were some pressure, but now we know that for us it's important to win this game. The players know this, and we want to do this tomorrow. But it's important that we are strong enough. We have a good attitude tomorrow, because I don't think that will be easy.
Roberto, do you feel your team has the maturity to deal with the weight of pressure tomorrow? This must-win game.
Yeah, I think so. I think that we have players with experience, but I think that we have players are mature to do this in this game. I think that we need only to win this game. It's clear that tomorrow we need all our supporters, because it will be very important. And after tomorrow we have another 3 games. I think that with 10 points we can go in the second stage. But it's important to start to win tomorrow.
Roberto, there's talk of a new contract for you. How close are you to agreeing that, and what do you see happening with yourself here in the next few years? What are your thoughts on that contract?
I would like to stay here for many years in the future, but it's not important, my contract. I have another this year plus 1 more year. I don't have problem for this.
But you are talking to the club about a new contract, aren't you?
No.
You're not?
No. I didn't talk with the club, but repeat, it's not important for me now.
Sorry, Roberto, on that theme, if you continue to be successful here, it is very possible that you'll start to get offers from back home for big clubs in Italy, the national team. Are you thinking that?
No, my feeling is good. I would like to stay here, but after, in football, every week can change. If you lose 2-3 games, change all. But now we are working well. My feeling, I think that also the club feeling is good.
So you don't think win the Premier League, go home?
Sure. After May, I go home.
Permanently home?
No. I started to work here 2 years ago. I work hard to build a good team. I think that I would like to stay here other 3-4 years, because I think that in this moment Manchester City is one of the best clubs in the world, and for this.
It must be a pleasure managing someone like David Silva, and what did you think of his performance the other night for Spain? And Tevez, is it a real pain having to kind of deal with all that when all you want is a happy dressing room? They don't.
I think that Silva is one of the best players in Europe or in the world. I think that Silva can play for Real Madrid, for Barcelona. He's an incredible player. So I think that here he's improved a lot in the last 2 years, like a guy, like a players. I saw Silva for the first time when I played in Champions League 7 years ago, Inter, Valencia. It was incredible, and he was young in that moment. But for me, he's an incredible player. For the other question, I think that we need to think only the team, only the Champions League and Premier League.